Hey friends, welcome to part 6 of the final round of the Crawl Sudden Death Challenges Tournament. I'm Ultraviolent 4 and we are playing a Ghoul Warper of GhWr. We picked up our first 2 runes in the last episode, sort of picked up the pace a little bit, which is a good thing because I've only got a couple of days left and I'm going to be at work for those days. I don't know, maybe I'll be playing at 3 AM or something. Probably not good to be up that late while I'm sick, but I don't know. We'll get it done somehow. Get it done. Alright, so what are we doing now? Now that we've got our first 2 runes, we've got the choice of either going to Elf or to do Vaults 1 to 4. There's probably not too much difference in them. We're strong enough to do either. We've got MR. You only see 2 right now, but we're carrying around 2 protection from magic rings, which we probably are going to put on either way. So we'll ditch one of these +3 protection rings. We found 3 of those this game. It's quite incredible. So now we've got 3 pips of MR, which means we're probably not going to get paralyzed and or banished in either Vaults or Elf. We can also get RF through the Scarf of Resistance. Apparently I'm not even wearing or carrying a cloak, so I don't know when that happened. But it's probably time to put on a permanent source of RF if we're going to be doing Elf or Vaults anyway. I think maybe I lean towards doing Elf, maybe because invisibility is stronger in there. At least in Elf 1 to 2, most of the elves can't see you if you go invis, and none of the dancing weapons can either. Also, we're a fat species as a ghoul, so we've got 170 HP, so we're pretty far out of the danger zone as far as being 2 shot by crystal spears goes. I mean, it's still technically possible, but it's much less likely than if you had 115, 120 HP. Let's go. The one thing I gotta be careful not to do is go to depths. It's simple, just don't go to depths ultra, and then you can win, that's it. Cool. Another thing to remember is that it is in Vaults 1 to 4 where we'll find Crypt. And Crypt, of course, Crypt has our entrance to Tomb, which we're going to need to do for our week 1 challenge. Now, just because it's challenge 1 doesn't mean that you have to do it before challenge 2. So we could do it as our 5th rune before entering depths, or even we could do it later. So we could get 5 runes before depths. We could go do all of depths. We could go do all of Pan and Hell if we really wanted, and then still do Tomb as a 15th rune, and we'd still get the 1 bonus point for that. I think that's probably unnecessary. We're playing a character who's immune to torment, so while Tomb is still scary, it's much less scary than if you're someone who can be tormented. So I probably wouldn't mind doing Tomb as either 5th or 6th rune. I don't know. We might do 6 runes before, or we might do 5 runes before depths and then do depths and then come back for Tomb. That sounds reasonable. Oh, I can't find the Boggart. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, after seeing Hellmonk leaving his tomb still for the end of the game, I don't know, that seems pretty reasonable. We'll see how we're going. The main issue might be time. All these orcs... damn me. The summons blocked our path back. All these orcs indicate that Saint Roka might be around. I always say that every time I see orcs in Elf. I feel like I'm often wrong. I think there are often just orc packs in here. Yeah, seems like it. This guy has a sort of long sword of distortion, so I want to paralyze him. I'm not ready for an abyss trip just yet. He's blinked right next to us. Let's go invis. He can't see invis, and we're probably going to block most of his attacks. Okay, good. If we got banished there, I'd be pretty salty. And I very hastily went exploring again before we'd worked off our contamination. Oh man, reflecting IMBs and they blow up is great. This is full of unseen horrors. There's just a magic mapping scroll. We should probably come back for that. I'll just dig it open. I need a cough, hang on. If you're thinking, Ultra, oh my god, you're still sick. It's because I'm recording all of these in the one day. So yes, I'm still sick because it's still the same day. I'm holding control to swing in front of us. That's how you swing without moving. And you want to stand in a hallway if you're ever doing that without an axe. If you're standing in the open and there's an unseen horror around and you're trying to pick a direction with a polearm, you'll lose your mind before you kill the unseen horror. I promise. Unarmed combat goes to 20. We should go invis. It doesn't work. It does not work. Okay, so it's a 50% chance to use invis. We failed it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in a row. Nice. We started training our armor seal. Also, I don't like this. Someone's got a disintegration wand. Oh yeah, okay, this is way too many orcs. You know what we can do though? We can apocalypse them all. That works. I just want to get the warlord. Okay, good. And now we're gonna fear them and teleport. Because I should not be here. Too many mighted orc knights at once. We don't have invis up. Not a good idea. Alright, there we go. That was our first escape teleport in I don't know how long. Almost as long as I can remember. Oh, great. That's a Deep Elf Demonologist, and he has just immediately summoned a Tsitsimal. So, when you're undead, most fiends don't bother you anywhere near as much because you're immune to torment. But the Tsitsimal has Dispel Undead. And when you are undead, as we are, you're going to get dispelled. It really hurts, it will kill you. It needs direct sight though. So, I mean, we could power leap over here, just run around like this and then fight him from that direction. But we don't know what's in the unknown up here. So I think we're better off just power leaping this way and then running away. I was going to say teleporting away, but we're just running. Okay. Oh, it disappeared. Okay, timed out. Alright, perfect. Craig David, eat your heart out. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. Man, walking away in crawl, such a strong tactic. So many Orc Knights. I wish I was playing Bio. It would have just tripled my army. We can go Invis here. It works against the Orcs and the Dancing Weapon. Although it's again taking us 4 or 5 attempts to get it to work. I wonder if we should do Elf 3 before Vaults. Most of the scary elves can see Invis, so our tactic of going Invis to kill stuff won't work. But we could always just run into the chamber and apocalypse it all. Okay, I like it. I've convinced myself. We've also got torment scrolls. Okay, we're going big and loud. We're just gonna go in. We're gonna torment everything. We're gonna read immolation, and we're gonna apocalypse it. All right. Hope you're ready. I hope I'm not overselling it because I don't know that we're actually doing that. But it sounds like it would be cool. 4 scrolls of blinking are nice. That plus Rue's abilities mean we should never die. Let's go invis. Man, bolts of lightning hurt. That guy was just guessing too. Yeah, I think we'll go to Elf 3. Even if we don't go in big and loud, we have a digging wand. You can dig some kill holes. I don't really want to do hollow blades. I don't care too much. I don't care at all about weapons actually. Speaking of which, we don't need poison needles anymore. We can still use GhWr, although who knows if I'll ever remember to use it. But also the experience in hollow blades isn't that useful. The actual weapons themselves we don't care about, and so on. 7 magic mapping scrolls is plenty, and I know there's at least 1 in a shop. So I'm just going to read one here. That way, whoa, this looks like a flower. It's like a really long stem leading up to this really compact chamber. Really compact chamber, which is probably packed full of elves, which is probably the perfect time to torment, immolation, apocalypse, everything. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna X this out. Maybe we'll do that, but we're gonna clear the rest of the floor first. All these yellow things I'm seeing, these ones are all shops. And we have a lot of gold to spend, 3,800. Alright, maybe we can buy some more immolation scrolls. Maybe we can buy some form of RLX. That'd be pretty good. You probably, I don't know that I need to even say it anymore. If I'm fighting something, you should just assume that I'm gonna go invis. It's basically how this character operates. I wonder how many we've done. Let's have a look. I can do question mark hash to look at our action table and see just how hard invis is carrying us. It's at the bottom. Evoke invisibility 85 times. That's a lot of times. It's 85 of them. That is a spark wasp. That's got to be a shapeshifter. Well, it can't open doors unless it changes into something. Anyway, it couldn't open them as a spark wasp, so closing it meant that it would be forced to change forms. Oh, another Teamnologist. We can't be mutated, so I don't really care about the Nekasek. A bunch of evocables. Note that the box of beasts and the sack of spiders are all grayed out because we sacrificed the love. We've got a ring shop. A ring of sea invis I probably should buy because we don't have a means of seeing invis at all. Let me just see what's in the last shop first. Okay. No. More one type things. Let's grab the sea invis. That's kind of a disappointing 3 shops. But I don't know. Sea invis is something we do need. There's St. Roker. I was right, but just on the wrong floor. And our invis doesn't work again. Let's eat some chunks in the middle of this meal. St. Roker can't see invis, so he gets pretty destroyed by it. Good. Goes down. Okay. I went and bought a sea invis ring, and then I just stumbled around trying to hit that orc, because that's the way we do it. I think we need to train more evocations. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just failed it 5 times in a row again. 6. 6 times in a row. That's really statistically unlikely, and we've done it twice in the space of 10 minutes. Is this confirmation bias again? Potion of magic. Not a bad pickup because it's not uncommon to run out of magic and then realize, hey, I need 8 to cast Apocalypse or to invoke it. Rune boots. +1 boots. These are white. No, I think the white ones, they draw the attention too much to the boots when the attention should be on the super sweet helmet that we've got. So we'll stick with brown boots. Oh, this is a ghost vault, I think. Oh, it's a mace of Holy Wrath. It's only a mace. I don't really need to go invis against just a mace. If that were like a Bardiche of Holy Wrath or something, I would change. Sorry, I'd go invis. Oh, okay. This is fixed in trunk, but not in .2 that we're .22 that we're playing, where the exclusions come out of the little room. So we've got a ghost here and some shops. One shop. The others are closed. Yeah, so one shop. Okay, this ghost is Princess Pony with a Vorpal weapon. It's an Adept Minotaur Berserker. Does 40 damage. Has a million AC and a lot of EV. So I think we just don't fight this guy. Yeah, last time I fought a Minotaur Berserker Ghost, that's what killed my Spriggan, so let's not. We can come back later. Yeah, okay. Alright, so, well, we only have 3 haste potions, so we're not going to do that. You know what I do want to do though? I want to dig back down here, so we have a quicker escape to the stairs. Okay, and we've got a little kill hole. So if things are going to hell, we can run down our kill hole. Or we can just stand in the kill hole like this and fight stuff. Blade Masters can't see invis. It's truly it's Achilles' heel. Annihilators can. And you used to just be able to do the whole of Elf like this, just sitting in a kill hole. Unfortunately, well, I don't know about unfortunately, it probably need to happen. They made the Elementalists who blow your kill holes open to stop you from doing this sort of degenerate behavior. But you can do it until they show up. Oh, here's one. Okay, so let's not run to our kill hole. He's just going to explode it. I may as well just go back up while he's hasted. And back to the kill hole. Yeah, so we just play around him. The devs put in the enemy that blows up your kill holes. When you see them, don't go to your kill hole. Easy. Hang on. Well, instead of muting the sound, I pressed stop recording. Oh dear. So now I'm going to have to edit these 2 videos together, and it's going to take me about 8 hours to upload this episode. Feels Australian internet, man. Well, this might be a bit shorter then. 1, so it doesn't take me quite so long to upload it, and 2, because now that my timer restarted, I'm not sure how long this episode actually is. A Ring of Stealth, which is grayed out because we sacrificed stealth to Rue. And these devs think of everything. There's all this Rue code. If I were the dev for this game, I'd probably just be like, I don't know, if the player who sacrifices stealth is dumb enough to put a Ring of Stealth on, that's their own fault. He has a Holy Wrath weapon. That seems scary until you realize that Deep Elf Annihilator has an attack of 12. So I'm way more afraid of his iron shots. Okay, yeah, the iron shot and the crystal spear is the way scarier one there. I could read a silence, it's our last silence. I could also draw out power as a heal to put us back out of range. But that risks dying. He can do 102 damage max. So yeah, if I did draw out power and we didn't, it'd have to be less than 30. I don't know how much draw out power usually heals. Doesn't say. Oh, there's a second entry. Okay, we've got some math to do here. Restores approximately 5d3 plus 5, so average 15. Oh, at max piety, which we are, it restores on average 32. Okay, so on average, we'd heal ourselves out of one-shot range, and we'd have to be super unlucky if we didn't do that, and he max rolled a crystal spear and we didn't block it. I'm just gonna draw out power, and if we no, I'm like, we'd have to be the unluckiest player alive. And then I remember that this episode, twice, we have failed 6 invisibilities in a row at 50% to fail. So I'm going to say that we are definitively the luckiest player in the world, and I'm just going to read a scroll of silence. And then he can't cast spells. Although Deep Elf Master Archers don't care about silence. Against him, we quaff Invis. We can evoke it, but if we're going to fail it 6 times in a row, I don't want to die. So we're going to quaff Invis, because he can't see Invis. And then I'm going to eat the 1 chunk of flesh we have. We have 6 heal wounds. I'd rather not use one if we can get away with it. And there's a Deep Elf High Priest on that side of us. Okay, well, let's walk around here. Okay. Those guys are scary from range, especially if you're low HP, because they can hit you with Damnation. We're trying to pick up an artifact amulet there. Our hearing's returned. We can ID some stuff. I don't care about a Steaming Buckler. I'm going to ID the amulet. It's Acrobat. Maybe. We're going to ID this amulet as well. Regen MP does nothing. RN plus does nothing. Dex plus 4, Slay plus 3. It's basically... Okay, so Dex doesn't help us with dodging at all because we gave away our dodging skill. So it's basically... Is plus 3 slaying worth plus 6 shield and reflection? I would say no. So we're going to drop that amulet. And did I drop Acrobat? Yes, okay. Alright, well that went south very quickly. As Elf 3 is wont to do, because Annihilators do so much damage so quickly. They smack you with a Holy Wrath Dire Flail and then hit you with an Iron Shot and suddenly you're in one-shot territory. That's how it can happen. Okay. I like all the Elementalists. All 4 of them turning up at once. Okay, so we're definitely not running our kill hole with all 4 of them at once. I like how the elves, they must have been sending word back to base, being like, he's using a kill hole. Send the Elementalists. But I don't know, maybe the message service is a bit delayed or something, so they just got the word now. So they're like, don't worry, we're sending the dam breakers. But it was too late. We weren't in there at the time. Oh, nice. So there's an Aralek ring. Also has MP plus 9 on it and some minus stealth that we don't care about. I'd rather have the ring than the sword that we've currently got. And I guess we should ID this rapier. Okay, it's not useful. Oh, they did kind of ruin my kill haul. I can't stand in it anymore. Can't stand it. In Artifact Pearl Dragon scales? Okay. Well, Pearl Dragon scales is not something you see every day. It's only +0 with RF minus. That's a bit of a shame. Normally you don't even get a chance at seeing that unless you're in Pan and you happen to find Holy Pan. But that's a really light armor. It's good for hybrid because you can cast spells in it, but it has the base AC of a plate armor. And then also you're in extended, so the RN is also usually pretty good because you want it against Torment. Why do you hurt me so? Why didn't we reflect it? Okay. I'm not even going to test the glowing plate armor because the invis on this chainmail, artifact chainmail, has been carrying our games so hard. We got a new protection ring, I think? Yep. A 4th +3 ring of protection? Come on, game. We've already got 3 of those. Oh man. It's too good. Someone needs to send a message back to whoever's generating all the items to be like, he's got enough +3 protection rings, it's alright. Artifact Quick Blade. Okay, it's C invis if we didn't buy the ring, otherwise we don't really care. This is the longbow Zephyr, which is an amazing longbow, a +8 longbow of speed. But we have committed really hard to using shields. Of course you can't use a bow and a shield. So no Zephyr for us. Okay, we should pick up the Lamp of Fire. I didn't in the end end up sacrificing Artifice, so we can use that. And there was something that just happened. We picked up some spells. I should see what's in there. Sticks to Snakes, the name I can never pronounce, is a pretty good spell, but we'd have to run around finding all the arrows. Other than that, I don't think we really need anything else in here. Why is the spell undead in there? I thought we gave up necromancy spells. Isn't that in the list of ones we sacrificed? Oh, Charms, Hexes, Ice. Okay, so we can use Necro. But we're not going to. There's some item we can't reach? Oh, in the Ghost Vault. Yeah, okay, acceptable. We're not going to do that. Maybe we'll come back later. In reality, I'll probably forget, and we never will. But it would be good to find out what's in that shop, because we have so much gold. Where is it? Over here. 4,300 gold and nothing to buy. Man, is this what YouTube millionaires feel like? I mean, I'm well on my way. I'm kidding, I'm nowhere near on my way. But yeah, all this money, nothing to buy it with. And who am I kidding anyway? $1 million? Couldn't even buy property in Sydney. Median house price is over 900. It's over $1 million actually. That's Australian dollars, so it's probably like 40 US. But anyway. Property in my city is stupid expensive. Let's go to vaults. And probably we'll do a detour into Crypt when we find it. I think I'd rather have +3 protection than -3 cursed evasion. And we're in vaults, so you might be thinking, hey, this Invis strat might be sort of getting a bit old. No. A lot of these monsters still can't see Invis. That guy, it's a good thing we were invis, because that guy was hasted. Oh nice, we found a brand weapon scroll. We know what it is because it's the only scroll that we hadn't found yet, so by deduction we figure it out. We're just going to ignore it. You can't brand your claws or your fists, either of those two. I wish you could, but you can't. So we don't really care. Look at all these non-seeing invis enemies. Look at them all. It's only this guy, the ogre mage, who can. Okay, I need to respect him though, because he could have crystal spear. Oh hey, look, a shop. Give me evocables to buy stuff. I'm gonna go invis, and while I'm waiting for the orcs to come, I'm gonna heal up by eating some chunks. Oh. Okay. Enchant weapon scroll. Are we going to go to a ranged weapon at any point? I mean, how bad are we at slings? -2. So we were -1 and then I sacked some of our aptitudes. I know there's a glowing Festivulus in a shop. Is there a hand cross? There are also hand crossbows. So we could do either one of those two. So I probably shouldn't just waste the enchant weapon scrolls. I don't really care about the blowgun much. I don't remember to use it anyway. Alright, glowing staff of cold. Actually, we have so much shield and reflection, he's just gonna die. I'll just stand there. Oh hey look, more shops. More brand weapon. Let's insta-buy the blinking. Probably we should just buy the teleportation. I mean, we have 16, but we also have 4,000 gold. So what's 100 gold at this point? I saw the scroll of summoning briefly and I was like, ooh, wait, no. Sacrifice love. Never mind. We'll never be loved. Let me just check. I've got all our MR on. I've got our resistances on. Good. That was a wand of something. Oh, it was a potion of curing. I also think we're past the point where we're ever going to need a wand of flame. We're probably also well past the point where we'll ever use Tomahawks of Dispersal. And that point was when we first rolled the character. Because Tomahawks of Dispersal are so bad. Seriously, if you're ever trying to Dispersal Tomahawk something, you're probably doomed. Apparently, so Hellmonk, when he had to give up his Ascetic rune, it was the early Null with a Holy Wrath Flail or something, and it drank a haste potion. He tried to Dispersal Tomahawk it away from him, didn't work, hit him for most of his HP, and then he had to do the blink. But it's just, in the early game especially, you have no throwing, so you throw it really slowly, it takes a long time. It probably misses. If it hits, there's a chance that you blink the enemy. If you blink the enemy, it's a random blink. There's a chance that the blink is worse for you, like you blink it closer or you blink it behind you, or who knows, you just do something even worse. So it's really not a good item. I'm just gonna drop them. He's gone invis. I think if he's gone invis, that means he's not the crystal spear type. So I'm not gonna respect his invis anyway. And we again remark about how I bought a C invis ring and then I haven't used it once because I'm lazy. Here's Asterion. He definitely sees invis. Indeed he does. So that trick doesn't work on him. It works on all the centaurs though. I mean, it's not working, but they're dying anyway because I'm just reflecting it at them. Okay, we can just fight Asterion. We're going to have a shield off. So he's blocking all our attacks. We're blocking all his attacks. And then we'll just stand here. Okay, I got one through. Yeah, just a plain shield. He sometimes has magical shields. I don't know how long this episode is after I stopped it. That's a lot of stuff. Let's at least get in the hallway so we don't have so many things hitting us at once. Even if it's... Huh, oh, I see what's happening. I think Rue was redirecting the marks back at those guys, but marking an enemy doesn't do anything. So they were just being unaffected. This is probably a time when I should use the C invis so we know where those guys are. Alright, let's do it. It's getting too silly. Wait, what is happening? I removed my amulet of reflection. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to put on C invis. Do I not? I bought a C invis ring. Okay, well there you go. So you thought I was just joking when I was not using it. I was actually being next level because apparently I never picked it up when we bought it. Ah, too funny. Where is it though? I actually want it. Yeah, it's still just sitting in off. I never picked it up. Oh, it looks like I dropped it accidentally. Whoops. I was doing it for the memes. Just pretending, by the way. +3 evasion. I'd probably prefer +3 evasion to +3 AC because we're so lopsided. You ideally want to have them both being equal or roughly equal rather than 50 AC and 0 evasion. So yeah, I think we'll drop +3 protection and we'll swap it for +3 evasion. I'm trying to shop here and this ogre mage is turning up and hassling me. It's really quite rude. I don't know, maybe it's a shop assistant or something. I don't know. Isn't that so annoying though? You just want to shop and be left alone and then the shop assistant is trying to help you. I don't know. We found a new silent scroll, so we're ready for the next. That's a Raksasha, and we've been crystal speared. Why don't we just apocalypse everything? It's all dead. All of it. It's all dead. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'm gonna teleport out of here because this looks like a really bad situation with 100 enemies. And then I remembered, hang on, 100 enemies? This is exactly what Rue is for. Boom. Onto Vaults 2. This might have crypt on it. Oh hey, a rune cloak. It's a +1 cloak. Okay, I want the Scarf of Resistance. Okay, because we need RF for things like fire dragons. Oh, that's a tiny little ghost vault. Centipede's Ghost. A pale draconian conjurer who has a bunch of spells. I don't really want to mess with him. Is there anything in there? Some gold and a staff. No thank you. I don't think we're going in this one. I'm going to exclude it. Maybe we'll bust ghosts. We'll come back when we've got 4 runes before we do tomb and we'll kill him. Come on, Invis. Rakshasas really aren't too dangerous on their own. It's really when there's like something that you don't want them copying millions of around. I want to put my C Invis ring on again against these Boggets. We can just shoot acid through. Good. We've got 5 evocations, which is more than I usually have. Man, our shields only just made it to 16. Our skilling is so slow. I shouldn't be surprised because we're already a ghoul, and then I sacrificed our aptitudes, but it's kind of woeful. We are basically a mummy. We are undead, and we have -2 aptitudes across the board, more or less. Okay. I was gonna shut the door, but then the other guy turned up and opened it again. Are we going to keep doing int? At this point, I feel like maybe we should do strength because we've got 18 base. If we ever switch to gold dragon scales, which I probably do want to do at some point, we want to have 24 strength. So I guess at this point we switch to strength. I might have done too much int. We might not even make it to 24 strength. Oh, no biggie. I mean, we're only thinking of casting really quite low level spells, so it's not a huge deal. Ah, reflection. Why are you so satisfying? Ah, it's just the ghost vault. Alright. So we didn't get crypt on this floor. It's gotta be here on Vaults 3. I'm not sure how long the episode's been going for because I stopped it in the middle, but this seems like a natural point to stop. And if it's shorter than usual, it's going to trigger all the people who look at the length of the video and decide that I've died. So that's going for us too. In the next one, we'll be looking for crypt, and we might just go straight in.